Everyone, welcome back to Dungeon Scrawlers Actual Play Series for Paizo's Pathfinder 2nd Edition Adventure Path Spore War. Let's see how it unfolds. Welcome back to the Paizo Spore War Adventure Path. This is our opportunity to explore what happens when corruption comes to Keonan. I'm Seneschal, and I'll be the game runner for this evening. This session marks a further exploration of the politics of the Lake and Carthan region by Keonan, the Elven homeland. We are going to carry on where we left off last time. For the players and myself, there's been a bit of a break, so we are going to launch back into it with gusto and hope that we remember all the accents we need to use. If you've had a chance to review the after the war sessions or the preview sessions, those are a great starting point. But this is the actual Spore War content. We are going to get into it today and watch for additional content in the form of our session 0, which we'll be posting at some point as well. Before we get started, I'd like to express our appreciation for our dice partners. If you have not seen them, Norse Foundry dice provide metal, gemstone, and bone dice that add some heft to your roll. And as an alternative, Phoenix dice make recycled plastic dice which rise from the ashes with all sorts of interesting inclusions. They're really beautiful and worth your time to check out. Links are below. I'd also like to thank Tom Cardos, who provides maps and assets that we use, as well as Dungeon Draft, Roll20, Archives of Nethys for rules support, and Paizo, of course, for creating the adventure path and the rules we play by. Before we get started into the game itself, it's really important to introduce our talented cast of players and ask them each to briefly introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Hello everyone. My name is Gwendolyn. I use she, her pronouns. I am a theater and English teacher, and I'm so excited to be reprising my role as Briala Sparkburn, the Ivaran wizard, elfish woman, as she is trying to keep her head above water as the stress gets to her, has to save the world, and no one else can do it except for her and her friends. So excited to be here. If you want to talk to me more about any kind of role-playing stuff, there's so many good games out there right now. Find me on Instagram at Camilla Coven. Camilla Coven's the best place to find me if you want to chat about any RPGs or anything like that. Yeah, excited to be here.
Hey, I'm Par. I've been playing TTRPGs for the last 6 years or so, on and off stream, and today I'm playing JD Fellavale, who I was brave enough to ask the question, what if the Incredible Hulk's whole thing wasn't anger and getting stronger? It was imbibing in alcohol miniatures and using them in combat. I was brave enough to do it, and so that's what I've done. Full-blooded elf, monk. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Hi,
Johnny
I'm
Walker.
Lex.
Sorry.
From Johnny Walker, yep. Hi, I'm Lex. I go by Fortavare on the internet, except for where I'm Lex Arts with two X's, like my card, where you can find everywhere else I'm at. I'll be playing Banda. He is an Elfin Dromar, nomad ranger, short shit on a mission, and that mission presently is don't mess this up. Don't mess up these talks. Going
Right.
better than expected.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
My name is Skye. I am going to be doing my best to remember the wonderful accent of the Ivarn fetchling thaumaturge Varen who was once intended to be this very bookish, very socially maladapted recluse who has been forced by wonderful circumstance to delve headfirst into the wonderful world of diplomacy and politics. Of course, that's Varen. You can find me on Blue Sky at wordsfromthesky.bsky.social. And I look forward to seeing how far my memory goes today.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Stephen Merlino, and I am one of the founders of Dungeon Scrawlers. I played Sturge in the Westgate Regulars campaign long ago. That was the original one. And in this campaign, I'm playing Graylin Toadstone, aka Toad, humble, disfigured, 8 charisma, beardless dwarf champion of an elven god. And Toad has exceeded his 3-month limit of interpersonal contact with others in the course of 2 days now, and he's really on the edge. After the last meetings, he just went home to his room and stewed and prayed to that all the curses that were coming up on the tip of his lips would stay inside in the next meeting, because he's really struggling. Fortunately, these next meetings, I think, are not in his wheelhouse, and he can kind of just play wallflower. He's really hoping so, super hoping so.
You raise a really great point, Stephen, which is all of the player characters have been pulled out of their element and thrust into a role they were not prepared for, simply because they are trusted and trustworthy. And they were the only ones available who might link together all the nations that surround Lake Encarthan and provide some method to try to forge an alliance between unlikely partners. You have managed to do way better than anyone expected, although it hasn't yet become clear what the result is going to be, in dealing with some very challenging people and some very challenging and conflicting national interests to try to bring some kind of alliance to protect all of these innocent peoples that live on the shores of Lake Encarthan. So you've already met with 4 of the 6 delegates from other countries, and I'm just going to recap a little bit. You have met with the Callistocrat, Chalzoro from the Druma nation, who is, they sort of have this pseudo-religious cult-like appeal around mercantile trade. And she was very judgmental, and you were able as a group to impress her. And she was not easy to impress. Whether or not she'll support what you're suggesting, that remains to be seen. The more challenging aspects are the two neighboring and warring nations. You have the Multhun delegate, who is General Lord Walder Raskett, who is basically one of their military leaders. And he has expressed strong support for the Keonan Treaty that you're tasked with getting signed, as long as Nermathis, their neighboring nation, is not included. The Nermathian delegate, on their own, for their own sake, Aromina Yazgan, she also is happy to sign some of the portions of the treaty, as many as you might request, but is concerned about their ability to leave their land defenseless, so they can't really come to aid others if Multhun is threatening them. That tension seems irreconcilable. Then you've got the Knights of the Last Wall, who are enthusiastic to assist, but are on their back foot, having been defeated and driven out of parts of their land. The two emissaries you haven't met with, I should say. The Razmiran delegate, Alzarius, is not trusted by anyone else at the table. And their nation is run by a living god, he claims. He demands that and expresses appreciation for being invited, but says they have no real interest in the treaty. And then there's Ustalav. Clarence Odranti, the aristocrat who's been sent as their emissary, you'll be meeting with as well. And he seems interesting, let's say. The interesting part about him is that he's basically saying, yeah, we don't like the Whispering Tyrant. We're happy to enter into treaties, but we can't help it all. We've been oppressed too long by it and under his gaze and oppression for too long. So we left off with the Heroes of Greengold having had an opportunity to persuade 4 of the participants out of 6. There are still days left in the conference, and you haven't yet arranged any meetings with the remaining 2. You figure it will be fairly easy to do. They're expecting to meet with you. But the pace changes a little bit, and for now, the rest of the evening is your own. Is there anything you would be trying to organize, plan, or discuss? I think that Varen had talked about taking the lead on the Razmiran
Yes. If
conversation.
at all, yeah, if at all possible, I would like to attempt to do some research on the religion of Rasmir, if that's at all possible.
It absolutely is.
Mhm.
You have a vast library at your disposal and access to all the other libraries in Greengold, such as they are.
Wonderful. Absolutely. Would you like for me to make a roll for that, or no?
I would.
Wonderful. And
Just
then
you can go ahead and just announce your result as well, please.
got you. So esoteric lore work well for you? Or would you prefer
Yeah,
academic?
it would be. I would allow esoteric lore for the Razmiran religion for sure.
Gotcha. That is going to be a 33.
Oh, so close. I kid.
Hmm.
There's what little you're able to discern in Greengold is challenging of whether or not there is much to the religion at all, other than the will of the so-called living God. It's understood that they claim that that Razmir passed the Starstone challenge and became a deity, and that's how he rose to godhood and control of the Razmiran nation. But there's just not a lot to the religion other than doing whatever Razmir demands.
Hmm. Okay. Good to know. Thank you, Matt.
My pleasure. Who's going to take the lead with the Ustalavan delegate?
Not really sure for that one because, on the one hand, yes, according to Clavence, they have nothing to offer. On the other hand, I suspect that there are a lot more people willing to fight this tyrant than he's letting on. So I don't know how to wheedle that out of him.
I think Briala's eyes just kind of like always go back like in the conversation as the night goes on, just slowly always come back to JDR. Like, JDR, have you been working on any new brews recently? Do you think you're pretty convincing, JDR. I don't know, JDR, you're pretty good at this, and just like starting to push you into like, because I'm so nervous to mess this up. And I'm like, JDR can do it. JDR is the person for the job.
And it may be that, whereas with some of these delegates, an individual perhaps should take the lead. The personality of Clarence is such that you may need to spell each other off. But sorry, go ahead, JDR.
Jeez. JDR will, of course, tank the social charge for the party. Do I know anything about Ustalav?
I'll tell you a little bit more about Ustalav if you like, just a bit of a refresher. Before I do, I missed something in the that Varen might find interesting about the Raspberry Faith. They do have the tenets that what is important is the acquisition of power and gold and conversion of all others to the Rasmurian faith by force if necessary. They haven't really been popularizing those things here. That's not their purpose. But with your role, you would have known that.
I spin that. I know how I can spin that. Okay.
So Ustalav has fallen on hard times in the sense that it is basically an informal alliance of duchies and similar small regions under direct control of a count or a duke or duchess. It has been unified under a monarchy, but it's fairly weak compared to others. And economically, militarily, and in every other way, they're still rebuilding. So it is constantly under political upheaval, even now that it's sort of regaining its footing.
I think as we're preparing for that, like every now and then Bonda's like, they probably can't send a lot of people, sure, but they gotta know something, anything. How long were they under this guy's thumb?
What were the names?
Well, and you have to assume that not all of these delegates are telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Some of these may be first positions that you can push back on. You do know that Clavence is politically savvy, even though he seems to be somewhat frivolous in his conversations.
52nd in line for no reason, I mean, he's
Right.
earned that place. He used to be 1,000th in line. I think that's the part that hasn't been mentioned. He's really successful. He's gunning.
That would require a lot of murdering. I'm not sure that you have that sense.
Lot of succession. He's the post office worker.
What's a little murder
president.
between friends?
Yeah.
No, it's not murder. It's political repositioning. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the Dampier, isn't he?
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean,
We would never slander him. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We have a bottle of blood on the table for him to drink or something like that. All right, Toad, you got a lot of extra blood. I'll hold the knife. You just
okay. Par. Okay, I'm sorry, but par. Sorry. JDR. Make a blood brew. and bring it like a really fine blood brandy. Call it blood rose or something like that. But
Kids, don't try this at home.
and you know,
Ethically sourced blood.
yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
feels like a big swing.
does it? Like,
how long does that take? Like, Toad, that's my only concern. JD, there's not enough time. We should have started
Aren't
this
we-
months ago.
Aren't we meeting with him first?
Are we meeting
Yeah,
with him
yeah,
tomorrow?
I can work a miracle,
Yeah.
my friend, but I don't think I can do that
Yeah, I'll give you the
in a
blood,
few
but
hours.
Ah,
There's some logistical problems, I admit.
if we give more blood, is it more likely to work? No, that's stupid. That doesn't make sense. Ah.
Who did we dress so nicely for?
Oh,
The
that
the
was for
merchant
German
room.
delegate.
Yeah,
Mm.
It was very important to her.
yeah.
Toad's
German.
head is exploding. He basically says, "You all talk about this. I'm going for a swim," and he just strips down to his. Where are we?
At this point, you would be in what used to be Valthorn's estate, your
Okay.
own
Yeah.
new
He
mansion.
strips down to his swimming trunks, and where's the nearest water?
We have a
I
big
was just wondering.
fountain.
I think there's some actual pools on the property.
There are pools
I
on the
think there
property. Yeah.
probably is a pool on the
He's just
property.
gonna go soak his head in the water, and
That's for ducks. That's
Avoid
avoid the koi. Don't hurt the
Yeah.
koi.
The koi are very sensitive.
his whole
Oh.
head is underwater except for his nose.
It's fine, Toad. You can do no wrong.
Fish friends. Fish friends.
Fish all friends.
Hmm.
Friends
He's
is free
truly
for another
he's
week.
truly meditating. He cannot stand any more of this social wrangling and people pleasing, and
So,
it's
just really briefly, I'm going to bring you back to the Valthorn estate because I think this is a nice moment, and I really like the idea of it. Bear with me.
also I'm tiny again.
Are you?
Tiny
Uh,
toad.
Tiny.
Tiny toad.
Don't you
That's-
know?
That's how I
Don't
feel
you know?
right now.
Hey,
I feel
tiny
about
in,
that big.
tiny in size, but never tiny in our hearts, Toad.
Aww.
Mm.
Everyone shut up.
Lex is
Everybody
like,
shut up. I think I see the fountain.
There you go. It is a big pool with steps into it. It is an actual swimming pool with a fountain.
Mhm.
Oh,
that's nice.
Going right in.
nice.
Just gonna hide in the pool.
There you go. So absolutely, you just step outside, walk out. There are some gardeners there tending to things, making things very nice for the delegates. I don't know how much you're wearing, but it's not enough to make the gardeners comfortable.
All
It's just
y'all
a pair
go
of
home.
trunks.
Why do we have our gardeners working the night shift? I thought we told them to stop doing
Because
that.
everything has to be perfect.
Oh,
Also,
God.
we
And they
have
can't be
events
seen
that
when the
will be
delegates are
happening
there.
at night.
That's true. That is true.
Sorry, what was that, Lex?
Oh, also, we have some events that are slated to be happening at night.
Yes,
Hmm.
that's true.
Briella is humbled.
Although
Briella
some of those are
prepped
happening elsewhere rather than
That is
at
true.
this estate.
That is true.
But for right now, the gardeners are there, and so is Toad. And there's an uneasy standoff as to who's going to ignore whom first.
Toad literally puts everything but his nose underwater and tries to just he's just doing the sound
Yeah.
and
Underwater
to-
ohms.
clear his mind.
Some of the ohms are a bit bubbly, but there is the water is pristine,
Hmm.
and you do find it incredibly soothing, and the gardeners do make themselves scarce, and you do have some moments of tranquility that Toad seeks. Anyone else
So-
doing anything to recuperate, to rest, may do so. Food is of course provided if anyone's there. This mansion has never been so well staffed. All of the Queen's efforts are in support of your measures, and there are lots of attendants around to attend to any needs you may have. But you eventually make your way, after planning the next day, to rest. You might send out messages. Who would you want to meet with first of the 2 remaining delegates? If you wanted to send out invitations.
Ustalov seems less problematic than...
Yeah.
Rasmir.
Do we want to save Ustalov for that reason, just as a palate cleanser?
Yeah, I
Okay.
almost feel like we should.
Razmirin first, then Ustalov in the
So,
afternoon?
Alzarius first, then, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you do manage to get a night's rest. The invitation goes out. In the morning, there is a response, and the Razmiran delegate will actually agree to meet you at the mansion. Alzarius sends a very well-written calligraphied acceptance that in diplomatic speech, saying he'll be delighted to attend at your mansion and hear tales of your victories.
All right.
Great. That's good. It's good
What-
news so far.
Wonderful news.
He arrives at the appointed time.
Andy shows
A
up on
number of
time.
priests. He's on time. He brings a gift. It's a golden miniature of your estate. It's only about this big, but it's actually really beautiful. And he presents it to you and says, a small token of admiration. I hope that you find it pleasing.
Of course, absolutely. Would you like to walk with us?
I would enjoy that.
Absolutely. So I think that like maybe like a little walking tour of the mansion, like as this conversation happens, would be good, potentially, just to keep it moving physically.
Yeah.
I guess.
He has some attendants who trail behind him, but none of them are speaking at all. And he's wearing the full mask as before.
Of course. Now, Alzarius, you are a priest of the 12th step, if I remember correctly.
You have an excellent memory.
And of course, and that would be the highest order, underneath, of course, Razmir. Or is there anybody above you?
There are ranks within ranks. I need not trouble you with the details, but I do have sufficient authority to meet with you and to attend this conference, I assure you.
Oh, of course, absolutely. I wasn't attempting to attack your authority whatsoever. Yeah, they've clearly entrusted this task with you. And I should like to ask, whereabouts is Razmir and Razmiran in terms of participation in this accord?
It is a complicated matter.
Of course.
I do not perceive any real benefits to signing. We do not feel that we are in any danger. The living god Razmir will protect us from the Whispering Tyrant, as has been the case all along. It is, I think, an excellent idea that the lesser nations serving lesser gods should ally themselves and defend each other. That seems to me sensible. And I do appreciate, and Razmir himself appreciates, the inclusion that we are seeing in being invited here. We appreciate that. We will keep your secrets. We will not betray the trust that has been shown. That much I can assure you. It is due and proper that we be invited, of course, but we are often faced with petty prejudices that do not recognize the Razmiran faith as the one true and highest of faiths. And so it is nice to have been invited and to be able to attend. And for that, I think the Queen should be applauded.
Of course, I do understand that there is quite a bit of prejudice truly against the religion that you follow, and of course against Razmir, which it's my understanding that that's not necessarily something that you appreciate either, and I believe that there's potential for something for Razmiran to gain here. I have to say, because in the past, Razmir has done what they can to spread their religion through whatever means necessary, but, and of course, forgive me for having done research into you prior to your arrival, there is something that I don't believe you've tried as of yet, and that's aligning yourself, proving through action, almost. Because from my perspective, I believe in fighting side by side with these people. You would have an opportunity to show them that your religion is truly the best. It is the correct option, and through saving everybody, through assisting everybody, as your great Razmir is fully capable of doing, of course, I believe that there's potential to spread that faith even farther than it already has.
You make an excellent point. How many are there with you when this conversation is going on, walking through the garden in the grounds?
I believe it would just be us.
Yeah,
Or like the party, of course.
Yeah, no, sorry, but I'm not sure if Toad's there or hanging back.
If Toad is there, he's last in line, and he's trying not to cross his arms, like he's trying to tame his body language to not look like he wishes he weren't there, and he's just sort of hands clasped behind his back in order to keep control of them, and sort of staring at the ground in front of him as if he's meditating. He's just biting his tongue, biting his lip.
Yeah. At this point, Alzarius stands up on one of the marble steps of one of the benches and sort of takes a pose, and he says, "You speak wisely, Viren, but I think it is important for you to understand that what works for other nations is entirely unnecessary for the Razmirans. We know that true glory and influence are based on wealth and power. Wealth is a virtue, for it is only the wealthy that can assist others. It is wealth that has value, not people. So when you speak of allying with other nations and aiding them, we are not going to distribute our wealth to nations where the Razmiran beliefs are not held. We are not going to send hire mercenaries or soldiers to defend others if they're not honoring Razmir. Your ideas have merit, and for lesser nations, I think they would ascribe. But we do not need the admiration or protection or alliances that you speak of. Trade networks we might benefit from, but I think those will be available regardless of result. If you succeed against the Whispering Tyrant, then trade routes will be opened. If you fail, then we can pick up the pieces."
And if we fail, then there's nowhere for your religion to spread.
Well, I think not everyone will die. And
Yes,
those
but the
and-
strongest and the wealthiest will. And they'll remember when the great Razmir was not there to assist them. And then they may even aspire to take wealth from the highest mountain where it remains. The great nation of Razmir.
Perhaps we could help by having our people pray fiercely for your success.
But I believe, was it not you that just said that power did not come through faith, it came through wealth?
Yes, well, prayers about wealth have influence too.
Well, I can pray right now. I can
I would be delighted to lead you in a prayer.
That's absolutely certain. That's oh, I'm certain that you.
He would.
But,
He absolutely would be delighted.
Of course.
Do you let
Now,
him?
There you go.
Because Toad will explode.
There you go.
I know that Toad will explode. I think that Ren is going to say, I believe it might. I may take you up on that, in the event that we're successful in our endeavors, and if we win, then I will personally attribute all of that success to Razmaran. However, I should also like to circle back to the beginning. I don't have a good personality. I've been attempting to strong-arm you from the very beginning of this conversation. But these people like me, and that's because I helped them.
I will commune with my living God. Please wait. And he begins to commune.
Right there?
Right there.
It's the dial-up
Garden.
noises
All
from
over the place.
Bong,
He's
bong.
communing all over the place.
Is this guy okay?
Yeah, when he starts to close his eye, Ren like gives like a sidelong like panicked look to everybody else, and was like,
Toad's backing up. I don't need this god to get his eye on me. Briella.
Here's what I will say.
Shoot.
He rouses himself.
That didn't take long.
You have absolutely made some excellent points, and it is important that we be seen to be doing some good, to help, to influence our power and wealth for the benefit of others, to show the power of Razmir and the correctness of our tenets. And so we will not just join the Mutual Aid Alliance, but we will fund it as well. I can offer to contribute twice as much as other nations to the effort for the mutual aid portion of your treaty. That seems to me an excellent way to show the power of wealth.
absolutely,
So you have your success there that you can report to your queen.
of course. And because you will be offering such a generous portion of mutual aid, can I assume that he would be willing to sign the writ of non-aggression as well?
Well, Article 2 is fine. The rest of it, things get more difficult. We do not want to be part of a self-defense agreement, and we do not want to deal with the non-aggression pact necessarily.
But if I may interject, if you're offering aid to these people, why would you have any reason to attack them?
I think we can probably have a meeting of the minds with respect to the non-aggression pact.
Of course. And of course, the days are still young. I'm still happy to attempt to come to reason on Articles 3 and 4.
I think they're non-starters.
And of course, I understand that. I'm just asking, is there anything that we might be able to offer that may turn those non-starters into, at the very least, a discussion?
Words are free.
I would argue to the contrary, but...
Even empty words are free. You've been very courteous, Varen. You've made a good account of yourself, and well said. My ears are not closed, and neither are my gods. And our purse is now open to you, to your alliance. I think that is something to be proud of.
Thank you very much. Of course, I'm sure we'll be talking again before this.
You can also
event is-
make. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, of course, Varen would essentially just be saying that they would be speaking again before everything was over.
He doesn't appear to be in haste to leave. And so going back to the social influence rules, you can try to make a discovery as to what might further influence him. Anyone present can. And that's the discovery phase, as we discussed last time. So this is something you can absolutely do. Perception, religion, or society.
Religion or society? I can do perception. I have an 18 there.
I'll do the aid skill in aiding that. So if I
Nice. Oh my god. But you still succeed at a 20, don't you?
I do succeed on I believe on a 20. I think it's still a +1. So not very
Level
helpful,
plus 19. Yeah.
Well,
So
Toad-
Toad got a 30.
is pretty
Yeah.
observant, and he's gonna mutter something to Varen. I don't know if he sees a chink in the armor, he might grudgingly mutter something.
And you can make a perception check. You can make your own roll, Stephen.
I did.
He
got
did.
it.
He rolled a 30.
Announce your rolls because I don't have
Oh.
roll 20 open because it's
Oh.
interfering with my.
Yeah.
I only have the one computer today.
Yeah. Stephen
in-
was a 30. Varen was a 27.
Okay.
If
Now
Toad were
28.
aiding, how much
Oh,
would
now
that
28.
add?
I'm gonna have you make your own separate rolls
Okay.
because,
Okay.
for one thing, 30 was the DC on perception.
Oh,
And what skill were you using, Varen?
was using perception. Rolled a 27, supposedly with a +1 from Briella.
Yeah. Okay. All
But
right.
you rolled. Oh yeah. Okay.
Normally, the more specialized skills have lower DCs, just so you know. So religion and society are.
Yeah. I would love to re-roll at religion, but I have, for the sake of honesty, already rolled perception.
No, I'm happy to let you re-roll with a different skill.
In that case, I will re-roll with religion, and that is an 18, even worse. So,
Total?
Toad rolled a 34 religion.
Oof.
To,
All right.
in addition to his good perception.
So you have this. That's good enough. This is just the discovery phase. You have the sense that you've already accomplished what he would have valued most, which is a good faith discussion without criticizing his faith directly. So you've already accomplished that. It is. You also have the sense that threats of ostracization in terms of an intimidate score might be very challenging, but might be very effective. Like very challenging and very effective. And you have the sense that otherwise diplomacy or society to try and continue that massaging of how important Razmir will be and the reputation of Razmir if they really make a huge difference in this endeavor. That kind of thing might over a longer series of conversations.
understood. I do think that, and of course, if anybody got a different vibe, I do think that Varen was kind of leaning on like two-handing the diplomacy with a little bit of the intimidation and like threats of isolating that religion as well.
You can make both rolls right now as a group, but it would. I think one person making the same two rolls would not work.
Got you. I think that Varen is going to go for the intimidation.
I also go for the intimidation because
Everyone go all in on intimidation.
the big thing,
And
the leading into that bond is like, so when we win and Razmir did nothing and there is no non-aggression because you didn't sign any further attempts on, say, Malthun ships or Druma's ships or A couple of port towns here and there along the coast will be seen pretty poorly, don't you think?
Make your roll.
Yeah, and Vren
Well,
is
this
going
will go
to
poorly, but
yeah, and Vren is going to piggyback on that, and
You might want to do a hero
also
point on this one.
yeah,
Ooh.
Vren hit a 32 on intimidation prior to using any hero points.
I will
Um,
also reroll. Oh, did I?
Our hero points choose choose which one you use, or
You take
No,
the
I
new
think you
one.
re-roll and take the second roll.
take
I'm
the second
going
one?
to
Okay.
reroll, but I
Well,
don't
there's
imagine.
only one real roll on the intimidate that's possible, so I sort of took you, Lex, as assisting.
Oh, okay, okay, then
Mhm.
that's fine.
Um,
Then I will
and
probably not
is
reroll.
is anyone doing the diplomacy side of this equation?
Um, I don't want to mess it up, but uh uh Briala will like subtle spell message cantrip into Varen's ear going, would they be open to an embassy to preach their religion in potentially a small building of some kind to share their gospel directly into the countries? Do you think that would be something, or at least in Golarian?
In
And
in
if they're,
Kyonin?
what's that?
In Kyonin, you mean?
In Kyonin, yes, thank you, Golarian. And they have like a building, and if they are successful in growing their flock to X amount of or Kyonin citizens, they can build a second church. I mean, is that
Mhm.
are we dancing with the devil on this?
Yeah, and oh yeah, no. So going off of what Benda said, and with the information that was whispered into their ear by Briala, Vren is going to go, well, you see, there's always the issue that arises for your faith if success happens without your assistance, because that means that none of that success would be attributed to Rasmir.
Mhm.
But if Rasmir partook and Rasmir had emissaries, as many emissaries present, alongside with every battalion that you deploy, to spread the word of Rasmir, then truly, no matter what level of participation you had, you can very easily attempt to swing it your way. But the problem that's a double-edged sword. It's either proof that your religion means nothing, or proof that your religion did everything.
Neat.
And then I believe that. Oh,
Do we have anyone making a diplomacy roll at all?
would Briella be
Briella
rolling
will.
diplomacy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Briala's happy to make a diplomacy roll.
Because I don't
Well-
think we can do intimidation from Varen and then turn around and but diplomacy.
Yeah, it would not
That's
work.
that's my only concern.
Mhm.
So
What's
like
that?
we Varen's already done intimidation. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
we've already
Right.
done
No,
that.
I'm saying the good cop, bad cop aspect of this is someone saying, look at how, and you already articulated, Bren, but I want to roll, and I
Mhm.
you can't be good cop and bad cop as effectively. That's my thought.
Got it.
Go for it, Gwen. Go for it.
Yeah,
Like I'm
okay.
bad at
You got it.
intimidation.
You got it,
Like I
Gwen.
still rolled.
Try it.
All
Try it.
right.
Okay.
25?
Oh, you have a hero point.
All right.
Oh, 25 is really
So,
good.
keeping
roll
in
again
mind
if you
that you've all, especially for in conversation, have already illustrated what the advantages to greater participation are, and I think very
Mhm.
articulately.
Hmm.
25 is good enough. It doesn't mean the technical DC, but honestly, I think a circumstantial bonus does apply here. You've made the arguments collectively.
Hmm.
Mhm.
The 32 on intimidate is extremely effective. The thought of being left out and missing an opportunity for glory and to expand power and wealth seems to land home. Whereas there was confidence and certainty before, you seem to have introduced some uncertainty.
Mhm.
And he just nods and then just waits. And then he says, he takes away the mask, showing the under mask, stares deeply into your eyes without obstruction, and then looks at Briala.
Hmm.
We've underestimated you. I will think. I will speak. We will have another conversation. But impressive. You make some solid points, I guess, is what I mean.
I told
I
you at
must
the
go.
beginning of this, I have a bad personality. With a smile.
He nods with a squint, and then he says, "We will speak again. Well done." And he puts the mask back into place and walks away with his entourage, all holding their masks on sticks over other masks.
Oh God.
Should we
So
have
quick
given them?
question. Oh, should we
Mhm.
have taken him?
No,
Oh, you've gone
JDR.
quiet, Lex.
You are,
did
yeah,
I?
you are a little quiet. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
weird because this didn't move.
Hmm.
Is
Hmm.
that any better?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Weird.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Any reason to think this this self-proclaimed god wouldn't just, if all this god likes is gold, couldn't the whispering tyrant just give him a big
Fine.
pile of gold and say, let's be friends, and that's the end of that? Seems like a pretty shallow god, if you ask me, but is that, or is there some reason why we should expect that that couldn't happen?
Because they care about reputation, I believe.
Depends how much gold.
Got a pretty good line I want to say, but I don't dare say a damn thing because I didn't even get trained in diplomacy even once. So,
Well,
On the
you can
note
say
of
it to him
gold.
later.
yeah.
Send him a love letter.
On the note of gold, the tiny replica of our mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout this conversation, I feel like Rhonda has been inspecting it thoroughly, not just for the craftsmanship piece, but like trying to assess if it's got like runes or something on it.
Magic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did not like that statement made of we and our Rasmir will be listening.
Yeah.
We're shielded here theoretically, but
Yeah.
Theoretically,
Varen will
but
detect
this is-
magic on it.
yeah.
It is strongly magical.
Hmm.
What? Let me get it for a second. I'm gonna tap it. This thing on. Tap, tap, tap. This thing on. Tap.
Make a roll. You can use any of the magical skills or even esoteric lore. I'll allow that on this circumstance. It's an unusual little item.
Sure.
Okay.
Esoteric lore. I would love to do that. That is a 32.
Ooh.
I also have a feature, I believe.
Worst comes to worst, we can
Y'all
always
is
take
drunk.
it to Cirthal,
I-
I think, to have it assessed properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have oddity identification. When I become aware of a magical effect or see a spell being cast, I can immediately determine if it twists minds with a mental trait, fights against fortune with a fortune and misfortune trait, or reveals secrets with the detection, prediction, revelation, or scrying traits.
Oh yeah, the scrying one. That's a
Ooh.
good one.
So your role is excellent, and you have the appropriate talents. So here's what you learn of this device. It's a fairly passive effect, but the shape of the house that it's in is not accidental. It creates a bypass past the scrying wards. So anyone could cast any scrying or clairvoyance or clairaudience spell focused on this miniature that would bypass any wards that were in place. So it doesn't
Mm.
That is-
spy itself, but it enables spying.
Yo, we
That
could
is
drop
not
it
going
down
in the
the
house.
bottom of the privy. Just station it right at the top of the poop pile. Let them scry all they want.
I would hate for such a good gift to go to waste.
It's real
Can we
pretty.
use
Hey.
this?
Maybe we should be really careful around the thing that says it's scrying that you said that is able to. Maybe we're super very careful for this wee little bit, not to, we don't want to be rude to this gift that was given to us, but
It's beautiful, but it's kind of also,
You know that if its shape is even slightly deformed, it will no longer match the residence and it will no longer function.
Oh,
And gold is soft.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna stick his nail
no.
into that.
Oh, no, Varen was going to hand it off to somebody to place in a prominent and then use their shadow to grab their ankle so they drop it. Make all of it look like an accident.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just
I'm actually going to
trip
put it by that building in Chicago. That is the death laser because of all the mirrors. And it's going to like cause it to melt in that one
Oh.
spot.
Yeah, you squish the gold miniature and the actual house also gets flattened.
Oh,
Oh no!
why we build
no,
our
that-
house here?
You're able to give it a slight twist, make it
Mhm.
look accidental, and absolutely you're confident. It remains magical, but it's not attuned to this house anymore because it doesn't match it.
Mm.
Goes into a lockbox.
Okay.
So,
Presumably you send a message out to Clavence,
Yes.
Um,
and there's no reply.
no, he's too cool.
Mm.
He's not going to reply. He might show up, though, unannounced.
I was trying to think about different things that might work. I mean, obviously, I think we need to find out more information, but JD, I was trying to think of potential offers that might be enticing to them. I didn't know I mean, we're in charge of this, right? We have the Queen's blessing. I'd be curious if the land is so bad, if Ustalav is so unwilling, we could look at offers of like small plots of land for regulars to join, potentially help restoration of their land so that they can begin to grow. So either they're welcome to a place in Kyonin as we open up the borders, or we go there and help save some of their land. Um, looking at maybe a potential offer of citizenship, or maybe helping restore their land to its normal goals, potentially looking into it from a lore standard as a group who's been really hurt. And potentially, would they be willing to sign all four in addition, even if they don't contribute that much, if there is like these offers, if we get to make these offers out? Thoughts? Anyone? JDR?
Sounds good to me.
Just
I was spacing out, I'm afraid. I apologize.
I think these offers of aid would probably be real nice for the people living on that land. I don't know so much about the guys bossing around the people living on that land.
Yeah.
What land are you talking about?
Ustalav.
Ustalav.
Oh, who's bossing who in Ustalav?
There's like counts and duchies and stuff.
Oh yeah, they're all like sort of like little free provinces, right?
I mean, they're
Like-
all
Kind
united
of.
now.
Like a confederacy, right? Every
I
one
mean,
of
they
them.
got a king.
Hmm. Maybe it's like a subtle offer to help. They can take all the credit for saving their land, and we supply them with some materials or mages that might be able to help restore their land, but they get to take all the credit for those actions.
Maybe.
Something to think about. I think maybe we need to go talk to them and find out more, but
Most of the day passes without event. You are aware that the other factions are also meeting with each other, and you get reports of some of that activity. That's normal. That was part of the idea of the conference. Some of them are not meeting with each other.
what?
Yes.
Who?
What?
That's not what?
Yeah, no, some of
Mm-hmm.
them, you haven't picked up on this yet, but some of them don't like each other.
No.
Hmm.
It's true.
I thought that we organized this as like a round robin thing. Like everybody.
Oh, you totally should have that, and then sold tickets to the most
The
spicy of conversations. Considering one of the nations in attendance, Multhun, denies the existence of another, they're not going to agree to meet in a round robin type environment, even if you'd set it up that way, obviously. But Clavence, you send another messenger and get no reply.
This guy's dead. I'm gonna be absolutely pissed.
He's kind
That's,
of messing up my
well-
whole approach here.
Well, why don't we go
Oh.
check it out? I'll walk over there and see what's going on.
Sure, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you go over to the home that they've been assigned, and there's some activity, lots and lots of deliveries, crates and boxes and baskets of food and things of that sort. Sorry?
I was like, are they long boxes? You know,
Oh,
do they
God.
do they keep maybe coffin-sized boxes? I'm just curious.
No coffins or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
You're able to check the marks casually, and
Yeah.
there's
What-
liquor, there's food, there are party supplies being delivered, all kinds of things, extravagant foodstuffs and drinks.
Is this but what we would expect? I mean, are there similar things being delivered to all the delegations?
Some luxuries, sure, but this is a lot.
As in they're going to, we don't know about any, they haven't announced any big to do they're gonna,
Nope.
it looks like they're planning one.
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. I wonder what that's all about. Well,
Polite knock on the door couldn't hurt.
yeah.
Yeah. One of the Ustalavians answers the door and says, "Ah,
I looking to talk to Clarence.
Clavin?
Clavin.
Oh no.
Clavin is not available."
GDR, where did you go?
Oh no.
Oh, is he all right? We've been sending messages. We expected to meet with him today up at the big council.
He looks over at a sideboard table inside the hall where there's your 2 messages sitting there.
Yeah.
He says, you know, Clavence is planning some festivities this evening, so perhaps you should attend."
Well, we didn't get an invitation. Are there invitations?
You can come as my guest.
Guest of the
nice.
butler?
Who is
I'm
this?
not the butler.
He's not a butler. No, he's got a uniform on.
What?
So sorry, sir.
It's not. It doesn't matter. Yes, come tonight. It'll be fine.
Okay, that seems like a pretty
Bye.
offhand. Oh. Okay.
Toad, I like to kind of turn to Toad. Toad, we really need to get this. So I think you have to go. Only you got the invite, so.
What? That's ridiculous. Can't talk to this
Okay.
stuffed mannequin.
Hold
I don't even know his name.
Let's form up.
Clarence.
Let's form up and
Yeah.
discuss this.
Okay.
So we just pressure him publicly now, right?
I mean, if you can afford to throw a big shindig in a foreign country, you can absolutely afford
Like we
to
bring a
put
big
it
gift,
extra.
we put it out there, and we say, "Our dear friend Clavens, this means you're signing the agreement, right? You want to show such a great party to all of them
Like that.
to show how agreeable you are."
Such a good idea.
Could I just
How-
say one thing?
How much of a good fitting you're on?
How dumb are we gonna look if it turns out that this semi-undead fella has been in alliance with the Whispering Tyrant all along, as you would expect a semi-undead fella, and here we are trying to sweet talk him and treat him like he's a real participant in this whole
No,
thing.
no. Let him think he's winning. Let him think he's winning.
I just think, come on, if we're gonna lose one of them, why don't we lose this cold-faced fish?
You will recall that when the first introductions were made, he explained that Ustalov has no desire to be under the Whispering Tyrant's thumb again. They have just escaped from his malevolent rule. And although he's somewhat disinterested in the whole procedure and doesn't think you'll get the rabble of nations to agree to anything, he does, well,
He's
he
got
doesn't have,
investment
he's not
in
opposed to some of the items. At least he's said he's indifferent, but unable to help.
He could speak for the king, maybe just that one, the king's province,
Unable to
and
help.
maybe the other
Yeah.
others would follow.
But he has the authority to sign. He can
Yeah,
help plenty.
he's a delegate. He has the authority.
He can help plenty.
How difficult is it to forge a signature, Matt?
He's just
fairly
testing
difficult,
us.
and I don't know that it would stand up. The signatures are happening very publicly.
Mm.
He's he's testing us. He wants to look like the one in charge, the one who's calling all the shots, making all the invitations, all that stuff. So we all show up and we say we're so glad we could come. So nice your butler gave us an invitation.
Isn't there an event already happening tonight?
Yeah, I
Yes.
was about to say, I think that there is a very firm stance that we can take here to spend the rest of the day ensuring that nobody else goes to his party.
Yeah, I like that idea.
That's
I'm worried
interesting.
about
Wait, do you
your
think the
Marcus.
party? So is it tonight the thing that the guy Ustalov's doing?
It seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock on the door again because I want to be
Okay.
like Columbo. Knock,
Stop.
knock, knock, knock.
Yes,
Hold on.
yes.
And
Hello?
just one more thing. You got the party's tonight, is it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And what's the occasion? Some kind of just for fun, or what should I dress?
Well, the events tonight, they seem likely to be boring. So we thought we would do an after party.
Oh, it's the after party. I got it. Okay. Okay. That's good.
Your friends can come too. It's not something that any of the delegates who wish to attend are welcome. The more the merrier. It is going to be amazing.
You're gonna have jello shots?
I don't know what a jello shot is.
You
they're
get
great.
some horse hoofs and you boil them up and you boil them down real fine and deep, and you end up with
Sounds
this
terrible.
kind of
You
gelatin.
add
And
some sugar, you add
Yep.
some booze.
Bring some jello shots then. I don't care.
oh, good. I bet you JDO know how to do it.
Okay.
I believe there's a vegetarian alternative that uses this compound in fruit called pectin. I don't think that we need to harm any horses.
Is it like yogurt?
No,
It had yogurt.
it's-
Yogurt is boring.
No, jello shots
it
are a
is
lot of
far
fun.
from yogurt.
Lots of fun.
Porridge?
They wiggle and stuff. You'll see.
Sorry, is it wiggles? It's made of like worms?
No. It's like
You're
it's
right to be
more like
confused.
belly fat, but it's not fat. It's alcohol and jelly. It's jelly.
You know what? Bring your jello shots. I am very excited to see how everyone reacts to your jello shots.
Can I get your name, sir?
Tazin.
Tazin?
Tazin.
Tazin, a pleasure to meet you.
Sounds like it sounds.
Okay. We make a big tray of jello shots.
I believe that there's going to be a crafting roll to make some jello shots. Then is there
Yeah,
not?
that's what I think is happening.
That's
Wonderful,
fine.
JDR,
wonderful.
I
save
can help
us.
with that.
Absolutely.
And,
I want you to know that
Vren-
JDR now hates this.
Yeah, Vren, oh no, we're using your alcohol, by the way. I'm so sorry, JDR.
There's alcohol for sale in Green Gold. You can buy it.
Do I use my hero point for this? I'm using my hero point for this. I'm using it for this. And it's a 32
What is this? The crafting roll?
for jello shots.
roll for jello shots.
All right. You use. I welcome the use of a hero
is
point for the creation,
happening?
invention, not just the recipe. You, as a collective, have just invented jello shots.
No, it's an ancient dwarven tradition.
Uh,
Yeah.
What color, what flavor, and how
So-
much booze?
Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna go the vegan route, so we're going pectin rather than gelatin.
Okay.
For
I killed all these horses
obvious
for no
reasons.
reason then.
I have all these
You know
homeless
you
horses.
can get horse hooves from just
Come
trimming
up
them,
with
right?
That's
fucking
fine.
horse
Oh, well,
legs.
well, it's vegan versus vegetarian at that point. Let's be honest. All the colors of the rainbow, because we have access to it. So because we're using various different fruit, macerated fruit for the purposes of this, and then of course JD, or Varen's is closer to an icy vodka, correct? I think we'll use that. We'll use Varen's vintage for it.
Imagine for a moment the looks on the faces of all of the kitchen staff as a lot of you have invaded their space
Whoa.
to make these wobbly, multicolored things with booze poured in them.
They're like wobbly cookies.
I will not watch this.
We have cookie cutters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Little cookie cutters.
JDR is never going to make Varen's vintage again. This is an insult to all of the work that he's put in.
JDR, I don't even think these are gonna be very good. They're like, oh my god. Oh, these are so good. Oh no. Oh, JDR, I'm so sorry. They're really good.
Maybe
All right.
should-
I'm just going to hold the tray over to JDR.
Oh god.
That's a
Mm.
testament to the.
Take
This
that
is a
away.
horror show.
Take that away.
I love it.
Just try
listening-
one, please.
No.
JDR. One.
My friend, you can ask me for
Yeah.
many things, but you cannot ask me for this.
Just
Gotta
one. And
let
then you
him-
never have to do it again. If you don't like it, never
This
have
is-
to do it again.
This is a perversion.
It
I
is.
love it.
And for who? Clavance?
Yeah,
We're
Perversion
making
for
this
perversion.
party a lively affair.
maybe make a couple bloodshot too.
All right, I'll start
You-
bleeding.
You were
Oh,
so
that.
eager to find out if you could that you never stopped to question whether you should, Vern.
Hey, I believe that oh gosh, I believe that
Evil,
Varen was
and
being
I
assisted.
love it.
Varen had an accomplice in this.
It was me.
Exactly. There's 3 people involved here.
You all snuck into JDR's room and grabbed some
We
as many
raided
of the
the-
Baron's brew.
Hey!
What-
You got a Varen's vintage as like a
You
gift.
know, Bondo was
Hey.
doing the distraction part of that,
This
and
is
then Baron went sneaking in and grabbed all the bottles.
Oh no, Varen is just walking out hands free with just like a long shadow, just carrying every single bottle of Varen's vintage.
Mm.
When
This
you
is the worst.
when you finish and you have a huge number of jello shots on trays in a going into an ice chest, one of the most senior chefs says, I have some questions. One is, what were all the horse legs for?
Oh, we didn't need them. Didn't need them.
Misunderstanding.
Okay.
Varen is like, again, Varen doesn't look people in the eye when they speak to them. So Varen is going to look at this chef's shadow and say, oh, those are for the vegetarians. And then keep going.
And 2, can I try one?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
going to present one over.
Yeah. So the chef tries one and has watched and observed the process and is going over and has hired a scribe to write down the recipe.
Absolutely. And Varen will help.
Yeah.
Varen will help describe it.
Excellent. Oh, then he doesn't need to hire one. All right.
Dwarven
So
giants.
the event for today is a garden party.
Oh, okay.
So
So
it
no jello
starts.
shots for that.
Oops.
I want to just so you know. Sorry, Toad has been cogitating about this masked priest for quite a while, and the reason he was all spaced out when Briala was talking about Ustalov is because he was still thinking about that priest, and he's realized that there is something he can say, provided that the DM allow Toad to use a religion roll instead of a diplomacy roll, because he's going to argue points of religion.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, great. If the guy's there.
Yeah, okay. You expect most of the delegates will go to the garden party. It is a central event. Dalamian has sent out the invitation herself, and she's told you what to expect. It is the delegates and all their entourages are invited. It has been set up at the Viorin estate, and there are tents and tables set up throughout the day. There are chefs busy in your kitchen as well as the Viorin estates, trying to make enough luxurious and exotic foods and drinks. There are punch bowls with exotic fruit punches being placed out as you arrive. There is sound of music from performers near the Silver Crescent. And as you arrive, other delegates and their entourages are arriving, and everyone seems to be in a fairly happy mood. But part of it may be an act, right? Because this is in public view. And as far as the public is concerned, there's no particular agenda. Everyone's here just on a get to know you, relations building type event, right? So none of the general public are admitted to the garden party, but there are people who are watching for sure. It's a big event in Greenpool. As you attend, there is not a chance to really to speak openly about the topics because of the sort of semi-public venue. But the meal is venison and Lake and Carthan fish, and the Dalamian says the Queen has sent several bottles of wine from her own fields to be served at tonight's party, and I hope that everyone will take this evening to get to know each other and form bonds of friendship that will help to navigate through these difficult times. You're free to wander. There's dancing to the music, but again, there's a bit of subtlety about any conversation. So anything you do wish to say will have to be very carefully veiled at this event.
Anything we do in what respect?
Anything you say, if you're talking about the treaty, it's too public a venue to openly speak about the treaty because that's secret.
Right.
So if
Is
you
Clement
can't really
here?
talk about that here because it might be overheard.
Okay, so even talking religion,
That would be fine.
well, I mean, the ultimate point is though that they do need us,
Right.
and should consider not just the point is you should join the alliance.
Right, but can you say that without saying it? Can you debate religion and then say something general about how working with others would be beneficial, right?
Sure. Yes. It'd be probably best, if we had the conversation over at the edge of the garden, not in the center of things.
Sure. While you're doing that, someone else, Clavence, is there and is dancing with different people and keeps changing partners. And any of you that he will see, he'll wave you to join them. Sometimes there's more than two people in the dance.
Sure, I'll dance with Clavence. Why not?
All right.
Teach me this dance.
He
Genuinely
will-
comes up. Teach me this dance. What are we doing here?
Yeah, absolutely. He gives you a smile and a bow, and he begins to dance with you, and he does attempt to teach you to dance. Do you have perform as a skill?
I don't think I'm trained in it, but I'm willing to give it a chance.
Give it a shot.
I'm well trained in athletics, but performance we'll go for. It's just a 17.
17.
You make him look better by your dancing. You know what I mean? He looks more impressive thanks to your dancing.
That's not terrible. That's not that's like a beginning.
Considering that's a 0 to that. But
Talented.
That's
Yeah, I know.
really good.
Here's the thing. The DC is 18.
Oh.
Oh.
But because you approached it as teach me this dance, he's actually aiding you.
Ooh,
Yes.
very nice.
That feels good.
Very
Um,
nice.
And he admires the aptitude with which you're learning the dance he is teaching you. You seem to have made some kind of impression.
All right.
That's good.
Bat your eyes at him. You know,
Mm.
give him a wink. You
So,
got this.
Toad, on the
Hasn't
other hand,
invited
is
us.
in a very different type of encounter.
Uh-oh.
On the side of, you're talking with the Rasmiran delegate.
Yeah.
And
All right,
Oh,
everyone.
shoot.
We stay in pairs so nobody makes a mistake. So we all stay together so nobody says something and someone else can cover for.
Hey, has
Hello?
anybody seen Toad?
where did everyone go?
Hey, where's Perry?
Oh no.
Yeah.
So let's start with the religion roll just to see how well versed. you
Okay. Okay.
So I'm so
Go.
excited for this.
25. That's
Hey.
pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hero points are cool too.
Um.
What was
but what
that on the dice?
if I that was a
That was an 8 on the dice.
8.
60% chance you do better.
I mean, if I okay, what the heck? Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey.
There you
Hey.
go. 32.
Sheesh.
All right.
All right.
So, absolutely, you
Okay.
you,
Well,
you're able to hold your own. Go ahead.
okay. I wanted to talk to you. Well, you know, Varen was saying he doesn't have a good personality. Well, yeah, you might have noticed I was there listening today. Did you notice out back there?
I did notice that.
Yeah. Well, I was biting my tongue the whole time, but then mostly I gotta tell you why.
Hmm.
I was mad. I was like, why the hell are we talking to this guy? And then I asked myself, why am I so mad? I don't even know this guy. And then I realized I was judging you because I thought, oh, what if what they say is true and it's just a fake god? And yeah, people say that, you know. They say it's not even real. Okay. But then I thought to myself, well, how do I know it's not a real god? And what if he is? If I saw a real god, I'd follow him too. In fact, you might not know it. He kind of opens his shirt to show the sun and the falcon symbol of Catifus, but he said, that's how I became champion of Catifus. I saw him with my own 2 eyes, came to me. And you know what? It turned me from a life, very different life, into this one I follow now. And I want to tell you, your God may be the real thing. I don't know, but I never seen him. And in fact, I never seen none of your ships or nothing either. And I hear you talking about how y'all don't need people to like you. You just, you know, you got a God on your side. He's just gonna make things happen, and people don't like him, well, tough. He's gonna make them like him. But I gotta tell you, I could be convinced if I saw the guy. If I saw it and I saw the good things his people did, I might open my eyes. But look at me. You look like I'm gonna sit down if you come and fight me? I don't care how real he is. I will kill as many of you as I can and fight till I'm dead. And it'll cost you a lot of blood and treasure just to get that last gasp out of me. And you gotta think there's other people out there like me. We just saw you and thought about it and maybe thought, well, maybe it's real. We had some reason to think that. Well, you wouldn't have to spend all that blood and treasure trying to fight me into it. Because I'd never bend. But I already started bending, thinking, just questioning myself. Just you're the first one I ever met.
I have never had the privilege of being in a conversation with so many strange tangents, Toad, but I admire your open-mindedness and your brazen courage to say weird things.
What you mean, but okay.
So let's unpack what you've just said.
All right.
Oh no.
you're willing to kill my people, but
No.
but-
No.
but only
no.
only if we start it.
If you came and tried to convert me, you'd
I
never
understand.
convert me. I'd kill as
But-
many of you as I could. And then
I understand.
so,
Even though you have a pretend god, you believe in it, and it's totally understandable. I get
it isn't even that. You just can't force me to do nothing.
I
People
get
got
it.
pride,
Mm.
right?
Yep.
But you could win me over
And
if
I
I got a
appreciate
chance to see stuff.
we're
and I'm
talking at the
saying-
same time.
I know.
Normally, people take turns so that
I'm sorry, I'm biting my tongue.
no, I takes off the first mask. I kind of like it. I think you're honest and brave. Puts the mask back.
Thank you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, think about how you could turn this to an opportunity for people to see your people doing good things, helping.
Had you been drinking when you saw Catifus?
No.
Anyways, I would like you to meet Rasmer.
Yeah.
I think that at some point, if the fates would have it, you should.
Okay. Yeah.
But what I most appreciate about what you've said is that you've set aside your prejudgment and you're willing to keep an open mind. And your brazen honesty and that open-mindedness impresses me, Toad. Let's share a bottle of wine.
All right.
Provided it would be rude to ignore the invitation.
Did you get my main point though? That you should, your country, your whole people should get involved, so everyone can see what y'all are like. And just by doing that, and by being part of a good effort, they're gonna see, hell, these people are good. Maybe their God's good too.
I did not get that at all, but I have it now.
Okay, I didn't know I was so tangential in my speaking. That's what I was trying to say.
My suggestion is at this point we should focus on wine.
All right, let's drink. Wow, I thought that was the most persuasive and lucid argument.
It's great.
Solid stuff.
Stephen, holy
Absolutely great.
shit!
Why are you so good at this?
That's so good.
Fantastic.
Seriously,
He
I'm
seems to
like,
be
you mean you didn't
completely
get
off-
it?
He seems to be completely off guard.
Right, all right, whatever.
But
Drinking, time to drink.
well, and the conversation continues with wine to loosen lips.
Okay.
And he has no sense of the hypocrisy of accepting your open-mindedness and showing none himself.
Yeah.
He just can't. He's had the Kool-Aid, but let's not introduce yet another modern.
Oh no. You already put out bowls of jungle juice, so
Exactly.
Matt, what do you think Varen did with the leftover fruit?
We made a mess.
I don't know. I'm imagining it wasn't Kool-Aid because I don't think there's any fruit in Kool-Aid.
No.
I don't know anything about it. No disparagement of the brand intended.
Kool-Aid.
No,
any
it's
potential
just
Kool-Aid sponsorships? That-
Dehydrated
Exactly.
flavor.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Please
just
sponsor
the
us.
like whatever sugar was left over, just add more sugar to it. We're
Yeah.
fine.
All right. Does anyone else dance with Clavins or speak to any of the other attendees?
I do want, as I'm, after learning the dance, to have a chance to talk to Clavins and more or less thank, the invitation to the later thing.
He says, "Oh yes,
Might
of
be
course,"
fun.
and then he immediately leaves and dances with someone else. He does not give you an opportunity to converse.
I don't think JD wants to talk to his soul. I think he spent all day preparing to
mad
deal
about
with Clavins,
Yep.
and he has reached his breaking point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like half of his liquor stores are gone because of an escapade. He's been preparing. Oh no.
This is all for Clavitz or Dronty?
So it was sundown when you guys arrived, and it goes for a couple of hours. You can make some small talk, but if you want to approach any of the others, you're welcome to do that. There are other delegates here. Each of you can, who hasn't, other than Amanda and Toad. Would you choose a delegate and take your shot? If you want
Gosh.
to.
Oh gosh.
Seduction.
Varen, you could get into Mulfoon right now. You could go talk to the Mulfoon delegate.
Why are you directing me over to Mulfoon?
Just you're so good at that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
see.
You have a
The
vibe. You,
Well,
you know,
if Varen's getting strong-armed into it, yes. Could I get a brief refresher on the? It's been time has passed for Skye the player, but not for Varen the thaumaturge. Could I get a brief refresher on Mulfoon, please?
yeah, Mulfoon is
On
the.
which, sorry?
On Mulfoon.
Mulfoon is an up-and-coming empire that needs to first recapture Nermathus, which has separated off.
Yes.
It is a highly militaristic, similar to Taldor or Cheliax, but much smaller in its infancy. And with grand ambitions, they have a navy that they're proud of, particularly, and this admiral is is in charge of the navy. Which is something you learned only from a knowledge check as a group.
Was there also a knowledge check that their navy had some losses recently?
Yeah, he claimed that they were undefeated, and you in fact learned that that was not the case. You recalled hearing some recent adversity, and you sensed that he was exaggerating.
Okay.
So it's a military. The leader of Mulfoon is called the military governor. It is a military oligarchy.
Understood. So I think in this situation it's going to be like a very, very minor scene, if Brielle is okay with it, of Brielle like ushering Varen over, and Varen going, it's like, and then immediately goes, General Rescate,
Varen,
I
right?
actually, yes, it is Varen, and I just wanted to. I do apologize if this isn't the best time, but we did get a letter recently, and I just wanted to extend to you my condolences. We were made aware of some quite severe losses for your navy.
Shit, what are you doing?
I normally I wouldn't.
These
normally
are vicious rumors.
No, I was just saying. Truthfully, I understand that everything that's going on. If it came from quite a strong source. I just wanted to extend my condolences, and truly, if Mulfoon backed out, then nobody would blame you.
What you are repeating is a vicious. What you are repeating is a vicious slander, absolute lies, spread by, no doubt, Aramina Yazgon, the representative of Nermathus.
Vern's going to cut him off and put their hand on his shoulder and say, I'm sure it is. I completely understand. It's okay.
No,
And then he's going to walk off.
What?
Okay, you walk off.
Yep.
Okay, so we lost the Mulfoon delegate, so I think we should double down on.
JDR and Briella, any targets? He's still huffing
Junior?
and puffing.
I'm so sorry. That was a very high risk play.
I get your logic. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it failed. I have no idea what happened there yet.
JDR, was there something you wanted to do?
I was gonna say, if the party wanted to, earlier I was going to suggest that we give out gifts to all of the delegates, and use that as a chance to press Clavins for his opinion on signing, since we didn't get a chance to meet.
Yeah. So, of the delegates, Clavins is the one that is most keen on staying entertained in the dancing and most adept at avoiding any conversation of any note.
That's
So
okay.
you try and have no opportunity to actually, unless you're willing to dance with him.
Dance and talk.
About a half a day ago, I might have still.
So, anyone else before we move on?
I do like the idea of us having given gifts to
Yeah,
pretty much
I'm
everybody.
fine with
Absolutely.
I'm fine with that. And in fact, that's something that you would be supplied. You don't even have to worry about it. It's something that attendants will deal with.
And then
The big
as
thing
a-
being Clavins can't get a gift and he won't sit still long enough to get
Oh
a
no,
gift.
he can get the gift and avoid the conversation.
Okay.
He is that good.
Was the party going? Were we going with the plan of like really hyping up the after party, and like putting more like weight and pressure on it, or was that something that we decided against?
I don't think we had made any decisions one
Like,
way or
we-
the other.
I mean, the Jello is gonna, just promise Jello shots.
Oh boy.
But potentially, one of two things I would like to do. One, I was trying to push someone towards the Molthun delegate so I could have an excuse to go over to Aramina and talk to the Nermathis delegate.
Okay.
I'm so sad.
But I would be interested in trying to reach out to the Ustalov delegate, but I'd like to use magic as a way for me to like open the door rather than my performance dancing skill.
How are you going to use magic?
I would love to use a spell up in the air. One, I would cast haste on myself to help my dancing skills, to help me move, literally help me keep up with them. And I'd like to cast the spell Phantom Orchestra. And I orchestrate an invisible ensemble of lost sounds captured inside errant breezes across the plane of air, and you can direct the symphony to attack foes within range. Sound materializes and manifests, but I'm doing it as like kind of like a set of fireworks, adding like a music, like a new break, like a new song to dance to that sets a tone that like might be a little bit easier to go to.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm happy to roll.
You still have to dance, roll the perform dance.
Yeah. I have a +0 to this.
Yep.
That is a natural 1. That is my third natural 1 of the session.
Do you have any points?
I
left?
think I have 1, right? I haven't used
Yeah.
it.
I don't think you've used it.
I guess natural 1 would be really
It'd be
bad.
hilarious.
It
It
would
would be
be
very funny.
it would be horrific.
If you roll
15.
back, sorry,
Fall in your face
15.
and start inchworming.
15. All right, yeah, I'm gonna give you enough of a bonus to barely succeed on that with the magical accompaniments. You do not embarrass yourself. You provide something new and interesting, and he seems impressed. You have a brief opportunity while he's actually your dance partner, if you would like to try to say something.
Yeah, I'd probably talk more about like asking more about him and bring the conversation about him rather than talking anything about anything to do with the like convocation. Like I only want to know about him. And I'm like showing a genuine interest in like who he is. And I don't want him to be like attacked in that way.
Wow, that is smart. Okay. Yeah, he will He says that he is extremely proud of the parties he organizes, and he really hopes that the after party he has planned, that you'll come, that you'll enjoy it, and that you won't make it all boring.
Yeah.
Oh, he does not have to worry about it being boring.
Is
We
he a
have enough
teenager?
Jello shots to make sure that everyone has a good time.
More than happy to make it anything but boring.
Yeah, so
I'm-
we're not going to talk business. We're just going to enjoy it, right?
I think tonight's about pleasure, don't you?
I absolutely do. I absolutely agree.
Great.
Excellent. So and then he goes to a different partner,
Yep, that's all I needed.
but he enjoyed that. All right, so the garden party winds up, and some people seem to have been invited to the after party at the Ustalov estate. And you all make your way there, and you're met by your staff who bring the ice chests full of Jello shots. And you're admitted, you make your in, and it is an astonishing party. There are magical light effects. It is sorry, one second. The main doors are flung wide. There's sounds of laughter and music. There's dancing. There's games being played that, like physical games of light activities, variants of darts and other things. There are other games of chance being played, and you're immediately handed goblets of wine. And you bring in these chests, and several of the delegates and entourage ask what they contain and are very curious.
We just made them today.
What are they?
They are called Jello shots.
Alcohol, but more fun.
Ah,
And Varen will like take one of the platters and like jiggle it.
oh, fun. I think Clavins will enjoy these. And are they for the guests as well?
They are
Of course,
for
we got so many.
everybody.
So they help you set up some tables where they're displayed, and they give them a little jiggle so people. And
Yes.
I don't think there'd be any hesitation because they're interesting, they're different, and they taste fantastic. Again, don't try this at home, kids. And Clavins makes an appearance, and he's been told to try one, and he gives you a nod, and he tries one. And he's like, "This is the best. This is absolutely wow. Welcome."
And of course, the alcohol is all supplied by our wonderful JDR. It's all been created by him. It's a wonderful, delightfully tasting alcohol.
You can barely taste it. The
And it
fruit
tastes-
flavors, they're amazing.
Dangerous.
How much alcohol is in one of these?
How's it
Enough.
say?
A little bit more than you want, but
I want quite a bit.
there's
And I'm
Take it
glad.
slow.
10 more platters of them, so
He picks up another and jiggling, and it's like, this is fun. This is lighthearted. I like this. It's good. Thank
match
you.
him.
I almost
Very,
feel like
very
this is
thoughtful.
the moment for the flashback of those of us who were testing this going, oh god, there was too much alcohol in these.
People are having way too many, Clavins included.
Mm.
I love it.
And when everybody is too drunk, Varen just turns to JDR and apologizes profusely for using his
Drunk girl
life's
at the
work
party.
in this way. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I don't even.
So in the
JDR,
first
I'm
half
so
hour,
sorry, but please, you have to try one. Please.
I don't think JDR responds directly. It becomes a new catchphrase. He just says, "For Clavance or Dronti."
But you see, it's just a test run. It's just a test run. Please, you have to understand. JDR, we can make it so much more grand. We can use other alcohol that you care less about next time. I promise you. I promise you.
You eat, you drink. What is everyone in the first half hour of the party? Is anyone doing anything meaningful? Or just enjoying yourselves?
I don't. Jadar doesn't drink. I think You said there were people doing like physical games.
Yep.
I hit every physical game, and I don't stop till I win everyone.
All right.
If I can.
Clavence will take you on, by the way.
Oh,
Good.
Oh, good.
in what?
Whatever you like, whichever game you like. You can. There are games of fortitude where you have to endure the longest, holding a spinning pole with a plate on the top. There's darts. There are feats of strength. He will take you on in whatever you like. He seems very competitive when he's been drinking.
Good.
Good.
So, which do you choose?
I guess
Pure games of chance.
darts?
Sure. So, make a ranged attack.
Sure. Oh, I forgot I don't actually have a range attack. Oops. It's just dex plus or is it pure dex?
It'll be whatever your ranged attack bonus is by default.
You can probably find that in Path Builder. Hold on.
On path builder.
And you're going to take 3 shots.
Guess
Okay.
it's probably your modifier plus your.
Mhm.
If it's with a dart, it's plus 19.
Holy crud.
Because I'm a monk.
Right.
Monks doing what they're good at, man.
Yeah.
Lazy advanced roller. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
What is going on these days?
What have we got going on?
Got that hero point?
It's a nat 1 plus 19. Makes it a
Fun.
20. Funny. Hero point? Yeah, sure.
Hey, can't do any worse on that one.
And you're going to roll
Quite
twice more after
literally.
that.
Twice more after it? Okay.
Yep, the 3 shots total.
5, 30, 29. Hey!
hey!
Wow. Okay. It is remarkably a tie. So there's a tie-breaking shot.
Okay.
What are the
Okay.
chances? So, do you have your tie-breaking shot ready?
Okay.
Come on. Let's go.
20. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, come on!
oh, they're
It's a he rolled shit as well. That is a tie.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's even better.
One more. This has attracted a crowd because he's known to be fairly good, but he's rolling like crap.
He's a
Roll
little
again.
drunk. He had a lot of. Now you're
lot of
thankful
drunk.
for the shots.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Har, your rolls, the dice don't favor you, but man, you're showing up. You're showing up every day.
JDR beats him by 1.
Beautiful. Banda's just cheering over there, like, yeah.
Mhm.
Mind
So
you, Banda
he
has
lands
not
a
been
dart
drinking.
so close to the bullseye. You landed in the bullseye and knock his out.
Nice.
And he smiles at you, and he says, "Ah, well done." And he presses a gold coin into your with an Ustalavian gold coin into your hand. So it is customary to always put money on a game.
Oh,
Ah, yes. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
You are remarkable. I would love to play again when we have time. How are you
Sure.
enjoying the party?
Oh, you know, it's quite quaint. It's nice.
Ah.
See, you've all enjoyed my alcohol to the fullest.
Yes, it's good. You don't find the entertainment sufficiently entertaining?
Don't know what you mean. I quite enjoy what you have going on here.
Ah, you're just reserved. I see.
Mm.
Well, congratulations on the win.
Yes. And hey, anytime. I'd be happy to beat you again.
JDR. JDR. I have your number, JDR.
Yes, Clavance. Please feel free. Feel free to hit me up anytime.
I will. He is now. It's been about an hour in. What are you guys doing?
So, this is probably a terrible idea,
Probably.
Please.
but considering we've already been maneuvering so well with the other delegates, and I mean, eventually we are going to corner Flavence into something, but I'd like to start spreading the, as discreetly as possible, start spreading the concept of, hey, you know, if we all sign, Multhune has to sign. And then we still get their resources.
So you start talking about this with Flavence?
I think the person I start talking this with is possibly the Druma delegate?
None of the other delegates are here. Some of the
Oh, okay.
entourage are here,
Oh.
but none of the other delegates are at this party.
Ah.
Sorry.
Is there an angle where we can make Clavence bet signing on articles on his performance in these games of chance?
I
God.
don't think so.
Ooh,
No.
wow.
would
I don't
love to
know.
I
try.
think it might be a little. I don't know.
It's a little risky.
You propose that to him?
No.
Oh no, Verena's proposing this to the group.
Okay.
Okay.
What would be the task? What's the task and who goes up? Who
That's gonna be
goes?
JDR.
What's the
I-
task?
Can we let him win once and then raise the stakes on a rematch?
You wanna hustle him?
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. Vern's really leaning into the bad personality today. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no apologies required.
I mean,
His shadow.
you
He's
wasted
leaning
our
into their
time
shadow.
today.
So,
Well, look. What's the next physical test one? Is it some kind of a strength test or a acrobatics or what is it?
you
Saw
could,
the
you could
hammer
do
thing.
either of those or a just a simple endurance test.
Could you wrestle him?
He's not really into those sorts of...
Doesn't want to get
Not that
sweaty on a
physical.
mat.
Tell you what,
He's
Toad.
wearing very nice clothing.
Toad, tell you what. You're pretty good in endurance, right? Right. I like that spinning game. I think I'd do pretty good at that one.
Is there any trivia style stuff available? Question mark?
No, the games are largely geared towards people who are drunk.
Just the whole party versus
Is
Clavons.
Delaney in here?
I beg your pardon?
Is Delaney in here?
Yeah, I think she would be.
I want to go hang out with her. We don't have
Yeah,
to
okay.
role play out a scene. I just kind of want to
She-
go hang out with her.
She
I
had
think
to
she's
deliver
great.
she delivered the message earlier to Ustav, right?
No, she wasn't the one who
No.
delivered this.
Oh, okay.
All right. That is a good time. She is having a lot of fun and has had too many jello shots.
For sure joining her. I think Briala's gonna lose it tonight.
Yeah.
Remembering the previous night going out with Delaney, it's like, wow, I never thought I'd get sober again. Elfin wine.
She can hold her own, and she's good fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the big thing being, I don't think we're actually gonna succeed in like getting him to commit to any bets made, considering he's drunk.
True.
But the point remains of, hey, you don't really stand much to lose by not signing, allegedly. But it'd be beneficial.
Yeah. So we just being mindful of time. I want to suggest that
But we should probably do our discovery rolls.
yeah, I actually absolutely do that.
Should we do?
Society or perception, anything else you can justify. He's particularly proud of his clothing.
Of society, if anyone else
Can I
does.
just lie to people and say I really, really respect him to get information?
You can do that.
Mhm.
I've
Tell
19
me your rolls, by the way, because I'm
Deception.
having
Yeah.
problems with.
Did we all get to
Can-
roll? Or
Can
just two of
Varen-
us?
On the discovery phase, absolutely, I'm gonna allow
Yeah.
that.
Okay, cool.
Can Varen's been crafting to determine like the pride with which like certain craftsmanship of things is done, and like to try to see if there's a particular point of
You can try
like,
that.
Like
It's not an obvious choice, but you can try that.
Okay.
Just to try to find like the tiny little flaws that can like itch at his pride.
Hmm.
38 on perception.
31 on crafting.
25 deception, because I rolled a 6.
23 society.
Sorry, what did you get, Bren?
31 on crafting.
Okay. Is Toad or Arbanda or Toad attempting it?
Banda got a 38 on perception.
I got
Oh,
perception.
yeah, that's a critical success.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I have
Uh,
one of those sometime, game?
No, sorry, sorry.
So nice.
All right. So you believe that you've already made a deep impression, positive impression on him by not talking shop at his party and not bringing down the mood. You are very sure that not being enthusiastic about the quality of the party is a major problem for him. And although he was impressed by JDR's gamesmanship, the tepid response definitely, you saw that impact him. He's looking for people to rave about his style and his panache and his excellent party planning.
I have an angle.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to have more of these get-togethers once that Isle of Terror is silenced.
Who has occultism?
I do.
Briella does as well.
In researching him and talking to the other party guests and prior research, you would have learned with your high perception score that he will that society skill, complimenting on his party and attire, diplomacy has an effect. Occultism, to talk about Ustalov's long and complicated past with the Whispering Tyrant, or deception are excellent options to try to gain some influence in this moment.
I also have occultism.
Bren's got
I
a 23
would
in
like-
occultism.
To talk about Ustalov's complicated past.
So make your you can get 2 rolls on this at this party. When you first start talking to him about anything, he feigns boredom unless you bring up one of these topics. If you mention what Banda mentions or Banda does it, you get his attention immediately.
Cool, because I would very much love that. If
for it.
Varen wants to roll for it, cool, I will help. I just...
Varen is also happy to aid if you want to head it up.
I'm cool either way. You know what? Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm bad at it, but I'm not
Yeah.
bad, but I'm not as good as Varen.
Yeah, Varen is going to roll to aid.
Okay.
What?
That's a 39 to aid you.
Oh,
We're
Oh.
re-rolling that? We're re-rolling that because I haven't done that today. I didn't end up having to.
what is happening tonight?
Good things. Only good things.
That's a 25 after the 8, I think. Or
What's the
however
8 out of a 39? How does that
Yeah.
action? Is that
Varen
a-
rolled a 39 to aid. Oh god.
Okay, nope. You flub it.
much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
I
you get
almost
some of the
feel like-
details wrong, and he's like, you don't.
To be fair, Bond is approaching it as a, hey, I'm curious about this, not an I'm knowledgeable about this.
Understood, but it doesn't impress him
Yeah,
at
Hmm.
no.
all.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
well.
just gonna
One more
get drunk
shot
and talk
as
about
a
how
group.
great his party is.
Yeah, make the societies roll, Brianna.
Oh no! Did anyone else want to take that? I didn't mean to take someone else's role here.
Go for
Someone
it.
has to.
You got it.
Right. I rolled a 2!
Wow, we are.
Oh no!
What is going on?
I don't think I've rolled above a 10 today.
What is
There has to be a
happening?
time.
It's very nice of you to say so.
Thank you.
Pathfinder Sorry, Roll20 said, here's
I'm
the
not
story,
sure
guys.
you would appreciate a really great party like this, but I appreciate you saying it. It's polite to say.
Yeah. I regret specifying that was to aid. I'm so sorry.
Toad's gonna raise a glass and say, "To the best party the whole week long, right here.
Man.
Raise a
Yep.
glass. Anybody listening?"
A couple people are one's chawing on a Jello shot.
Ah,
Like, huh?
well, shit.
The party runs to a close.
Dies with a whimper.
Yeah, it is
Unfortunate.
unfortunate.
I'm sorry, everybody. I
We
haven't rolled.
spoiled the party.
Sometimes the dice help
Sorry.
tells a story, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
one of those times.
The
Wait.
dice like the funniest result, and
Let
that's
me-
the takeaway.
Oh,
Absolutely, they do. They crave it.
had a
well
nice time
done.
with Delaney.
Well, we started off well, and then
You had a very good time with the lady.
Mm.
All right. It is time to wrap this session to a close. We have an abbreviated session this week, but I think the 2 conversations that you had to complete with factions remaining are done. Next week we'll resolve the treaty negotiations and move on. But I have to say, you had some excellent ideas this week. The dice were not your friends, and that is how she rolls. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
bye.
Huh?